I've never made a video like this. I haven't posted anything to social media in years. And if I thought that everything was going to be okay, I would just continue to keep my mouth shut. But I don't think that's the case. I'm not here to cause any contention or fight or argue with anybody. If you disagree with me, I'm not here to fight. I'm speaking to anyone who has an open mind about what I'm saying, who has noticed peculiarities, and is questioning what's going on. But this hat alone is going to get me disowned by friends and family. This isn't about Trump for me. This is about freedom. I feel like we've forgotten who we are as a country. And I'm just a concerned citizen sounding the alarm. You can't tell me that we are in a deadly worldwide pandemic and have our borders totally wide open. And even now, literally hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants are flooding into our country, walking right in, high percentages of them COVID positive. You can't have it both ways. So pick one. You can't tell me that masks are effective. We've been at this for a year and a half, and we've seen the effectiveness of masks and the policy changes. So I think that argument has run its course. Plus the fact that the very boxes that they're packaged in say in bold lettering, does not prevent the spread of COVID-19. They know it. You can't tell me that the vaccine is safe and effective. The COVID-19 vaccine, when it hasn't even been approved by the FDA. They fast-tracked it. They skipped clinical trials. How is that safe? If you look at the VAERS website, which is the Vaccine Adverse Effects Response System, the evidence is sound. This is one of the most dangerous vaccines in modern history. It's definitely not safe, and you can't say that. And as to the effectiveness, we're seeing breakthrough cases all over the world. Studies out of Israel, Singapore, elsewhere, showing that high percentages of these breakthrough cases are obviously vaccinated. And now the vaccinated are still required to wear masks. How does this make any sense? The colonists knew a little bit about united non-compliance. And I feel like we've forgotten who we are. America doesn't yield to tyranny. That's not who we are, and it never has been. The American Revolutionary War began on April 19th, 1775. It lasted a little over 8 years, and it ended with the signing of the Treaty of Paris on September 3rd, 1783. Have you ever wondered why we celebrate our independence from the United Kingdom on July 4th? Why would we not celebrate our independence from the United Kingdom on September 3rd? That's when the war was over. That's when our freedom was won. That's when the Star-Spangled Banner was still flying. Or if we're speaking retroactively, why do we not celebrate our independence from the United Kingdom on April 19th when the first shots were fired? When we first decided we would live under tyranny no more? I'll tell you why. Because on July 4th, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed. And the architects of that declaration collectively decided that they would rather give up their lives and all that they possessed than live under tyranny. Each one of them pledged life, fortune, and sacred honor to securing the blessings of liberty to themselves and their posterity. And here's my point. United non-compliance. We just say no. We've done it before. We do not yield to tyranny. We do not yield to tyrants. There is a document called the United States Constitution, which spells out clearly our God-given inalienable rights. These rights are not given by government. These are the rights that belong to the people, and they're given to us by God. They cannot be taken by government. It is not within their power. Many of us have forgotten this divinely inspired document, so I'd like to recite some of it for you. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, nor prohibiting the free exercise thereof, nor abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house, nor in a time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. These are our God-given inalienable rights. We do not yield to tyrants. We do not yield to tyranny. I will not be mandated to wear a mask. that does not work. I will not mask my children. I will not consent to take an experimental vaccine. I will not allow my children to be vaccinated by an experimental vaccine. I will not lock down my business. I will not be locked down in my house. I will not relinquish my Second Amendment rights, nor any of my rights as spelled out within the Constitution of the United States. And I'm prepared to die on this hill.